traditions of the Prophet and his Ahl al-Bayt says what? إِذَا مَاتَ ابْنُ آدَمْ انْقَطَعَ. If the sons of Adam dies, then they will be severed from this world, except for a number of things. Number one, عِلْمٌ يُنْتَفَعُ بِهِ. Knowledge that can be utilized. Like what? Like, for instance, you and I seeking knowledge and spreading it to others. You and I, for instance, writing a book, or even establishing a website, or in today's technology, designing an app. Tell me, today proportionally there are hundreds and thousands of applications on smartphones and other gadgets. How many of those are seeking to spread the message of Islam and the path of Ahl al-Bayt? How many of us are able to acquire the skill of developing an application, an app, for instance, known as Hussein? An app known as Hussein, that I make it available and I design it for non-Muslims so that they download it and they can, for instance, refer to it. Or even for Muslims who have so much misconceptions about the Ahl al-Bayt, about the practice of the mourning of the tragedy of Karbala. This is knowledge that will benefit the individual in Alam al-Barzakh. Likewise, we are told what? Sadaqah Jariyah, an orphanage, a hospital, a school, the establishment of the majalis of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu attaqullah wal tandur nafsun ma qaddamat lighad. See what you have offered for your tomorrow. What can come to your help in that intermediary world? Third element is what? Third element is waladun salihun yad'u lah. A young man or woman, a child that will pray for the deceased in Alam al-Barzakh, that their prayers and their actions will come to the help of the particular individual who's passed away. Prophet Isa ala nabiyyina wa ala alihi wa alayhi afdal salatu wassalam, one day was passing and he saw inside the grave an individual was being punished. A year later he passed through the same grave and saw that that individual was living in bliss. So he wondered what happened in this year. His response was, the response he was told was that he had a righteous son who did what? Who looked after the orphans and he corrected the road. The road that some people walked on had some ditches, had some holes. He corrected it, and because of the actions of that particular son, his father is reaping the fruits and the benefits in Alam al-Barzakh. Likewise, we are told it is of great importance to educate and bring up our children in such a manner. Like, for instance, how the companions of the Ahl al-Bayt would ensure that their children were righteous and were the lovers of Ali ibn Abi Talib. For instance, Abu